Hello everyone, I'm Sissi Chao, and known as the Princess of Trash. Trust me, I wear this title with pride. So, I will tell a little bit about my personal story. I grew up in a family business that we do a lot of textiles, sewing companies that we produce lots of textile for fashion industries. And then when I grew up, my parents sent me to study in UK, and also a very fashionable place that I love shopping all the time. And then in 2017, I returned back to my parents' factory. I started trying to know more about what they do. However, in 2017, actually, it is a very tough time in China. You know, there's a little bit water pollution, a little bit air pollution, and a little bit industrial pollutions. So at that time, I was really very into a negative timing. So I got milk allergies, and I told my parents, look, I can't survive in China. Please take me back into to Europe again. And then they said, no, baby, you're not going back anymore. And I said, okay, then I'm going to start doing something related to trash and waste. There are so many pollutions in this area, and I need to do something, right? And then they said, okay, if you're going to do something related to trash, then we're going to cut all your credit cards. Okay, so I said, no, but that's my dream. Because I saw this sign in my dream, and I really wanted to do something different. That's why I turned cleaning up the ocean, cleaning up all the waste, becoming one of my life mission. And I even painted what I saw in my dream. So during that awakening time, I started understanding and did a lot of research about what kind of pollutions actually is in this, in our planet. So actually, fashion industry is the third largest polluting industry. That my family business is running for more than 30 years. So this is what I'm going to start, taking care of the planet and switching from the pollution to the solution. So in 2007 and 2018, I started my own startup, my first startup called Remake Hub. Basically, it's a hub where trying to remake a lot of fast fashion waste. So coming from apparel, footwear, and industrial. And mainly due to the very solid supply chain in mainland China, we could easily connect all the spots in the supply chain, so we can turn fabrics that is made from cotton and back into recycled cotton again. And this is a very solid solution that has been providing for fast fashion brands for many years. And the second solution we did actually was a kind of a new. We are trying to separate the shoe waste and taking off the surface, as well as separating the sole. And the sole is because it's coming from EPDM. It's a rubber material, and it could be recycled and made again. So during the 2 years in 2018 and 2019, we did lots of clients' closed-loop solutions, mostly for fashion and as well as related to plastics. So we got a lot of attention from the United Nations, from media channels, from Phoenix, and we also won a lot of awards in mainland China and in Asian countries. And then in 2020, the COVID came, and everybody is really enjoying their time at home. And at that time, I created also a lot of plastic waste. So we thought, how about starting something related to us, which is more closer to what we can touch, what we can feel, and turning them into more interesting stuff. So we started a new project called RePlasTerial. Basically, it's called Remake Plastic Material. So it's short for RePlasTerial. And we're taking plastic bottles, fishing nets, and AC cases, digital cases, and turning them into beautiful panels. And I've been spending more than 300 days at least in the lab, really working on seeing how we can play with plastics and turning all those low-valued resources into a much higher value products. So this is what we come up with the solution that collecting all the plastic waste and clean and wash them into flakes, then heat pressing them into currently the world's largest interior panel. And then it could be made into retail shop. It could be made into also furnitures and more related to lifestyle products. And currently, we have 100% recycled panel, and it's also 100% used green energy. We could recycle them at least 5 times and reach out into a carbon neutral panel. So those are the panels that we created in the lab. We have more than 300 plus pattern already. And because we're using it in the interiors, so we also have B1 fire resistant, and it is more like acrylic, terrazzo or marble applications that we are currently replacing. And this is some photos of our perfect, warriors that helping us to, really making our dream come true. And those are some of the applications that we do. Mainly, we are helping, fast fashion brands, F&B brands, and real estate companies, to really turn their walls or furnitures or, construction or decorative related applications into carbon neutral materials. So those are some of the brands that we worked with: Adidas, L'Oreal, Puma, Anta, McDonald's. And not only we help the big brands, but we also create more lifestyle-related products, like the trophies, marathon medals, more related to consumers, and to educate them, they can turn a single plastic bottle cap into a more valuable product. And this is our team. Our team has a very wide range. We have Generation Z and also up to 65 years old PhD and doctors as well as professors. So that's me. And if you guys are interested, please help to support us, and you can contact me through the QR code as well. Thank you.